My name is Sunny. I'm an award-nominated music industry blogger, podcast host, and I support upcoming musicians through European tour management, advice, and more. This is a new series where I talk with artists sure to succeed in the next 12 months. Some of the artists involved you may know, others are very new, but all have the potential and the promise of great things.
Hi, I'm Milo and I am a singer-songwriter from Norwich.
Lately I've been falling for ladies and it's certain.
The music was really important to me growing up. The earliest thing that I can remember is singing like Aretha Franklin and Ray Charles with my brother in the back of the car. And I think the music that I make now is very much influenced by people I used to listen to when I was younger, not so much the music I listen to now. So I get quite a lot of people saying stuff like that they can hear people like Lauryn Hill and Amy Winehouse and stuff, even though I used to listen to those people when I was younger and not so much now. So it's very, very important to me.
And you're feeling the way that I feel for you.
I think I connected with those kind of people because I'm still very kind of entwined with female vocalists in general. So like seeing strong female role models in music, especially women of colour or queer women, it's like it really does speak to me. So seeing Amy Winehouse, who was a Jewish woman, and Aretha Franklin, who was a woman of colour, and all of these people really did influence me. And when I listened to it, I heard those parts of their music rather than their lyrics or the sound or whatever. I felt like I knew them, which sounds really lame, but that's how I felt when I listened to them. So.
Be how I was at the start, so take it from me.
Me and Aj, a kid, started working together. His name's Gabriel Gifford, by the way, because I released some rubbishy songs on SoundCloud when I was about 15, and he messaged me saying, do you want to do some stuff soon? And I was so nervous, I don't think I even ever replied to that, because I had a massive crush on him when I was in middle school. We went to middle school together, and then he rejected me when we were like 12, and then so I was too nervous, and then like maybe a few months later he messaged me again, and I was like, okay, yeah, fine, I'll do it. And it was the best decision I've ever made. And then we made a single. No, I featured on Hit with his band Cabra Kid, and then we ended up doing a single together called Safe and Sound, and that was quite popular online and stuff. So we ended up making an album together called Her or Him. I find it really difficult to like match my lyrics up with like what I believe in, because I find it like if someone reads into it too deeply, they might get the wrong idea, and if I don't word it properly, then I don't want to seem like I'm speaking on behalf of people or whatever. But I tend to kind of focus on things that matter to me. So I've written a lot about my growing up and how I felt about people and stuff like that, and my relationships with people, but trying to avoid the kind of whole cliche love song thing. But I think generally I like to talk about other people and how they make me feel and stuff like that, rather than focusing in on me. I think that's the plan for the next thing that I do, because the album was very focused on my past experiences, and now they kind of seem pretty old to me. So that's the plan. Yeah, I write like sort of like poetry kind of thing. Well, I always say that I like write raps, but I obviously don't, so I'm not a rapper. But like I write little snippets of poetry and then turn it into a song. But it generally comes like that rather than a whole block of writing. But I think it kind of depends on the song. Some of it, like Take It From Me on the album, was kind of written as a mistake. I didn't mean to ever write that song, and I was so nervous about writing it that I didn't want to sing it in front of anyone, and then it kind of just came out of me. So that's kind of the only exception.
Slow it down, take it.
I'm working with Ryan Penty from Coda at the moment, which is very exciting, and I've got some sort of like career-y relationships with other people going on, which is all good. Some nice producers and stuff from London, but mainly still working with Gabs, and I'm very excited for the rest of 2017. The biggest highlight is probably the tour and playing the Roundhouse in London. that was just like the most incredible thing ever, basically. And it was just kind of nice to play to people that didn't necessarily know you at all, whereas in Norwich everyone knows each other, so when you play to Art Centre or whatever, it's like, okay, yes, I know probably 70% of the crowd, but in London you don't know anybody, and it was very nice to finally do that for the first time. It kind of felt like going backwards in your musical career, but it was very, very, very nice. It was incredible. My plans for the rest of 2017 are to have something released by the end of the year, basically. I need to have something out because I'm desperate for it. And some more gigs and stuff, probably more in 2018, but definitely for the end of this year I want at least another EP out. Or at least a single. I'm going to promise a single. Yeah, that's my plan.
This feeling of empty,
So by the end of next year, I don't really know. Maybe play more festivals. Play more festivals than the festivals I'm going to, kind of thing, in terms of the ratio. And have hopefully an album on the way, and maybe a tour, and lots of gigs. I miss doing gigs. And maybe like another headline show in Norwich. That would be nice. That's my plan.
age of mine, I'm living off writing lines to pass the time.
Just nailed it.
Swallowed by the city, when I'm sat here busy. Age of mine, I'm living off writing lines to pass the time. Swallowed by the city, when I'm sat here busy.
And I've been sinking into old ways and thinking about forgotten days. It's easy to get lost inside the haze, but when you